Welcome back. Hit the red subscribe button and the bell icon so you're the first to know when I upload anything new.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone. How are you doing? So today we are going to talk about game and gaming, and I have a special guest in my show, so stay tuned. And let me show you, before that, let me just show you some interesting facts about gaming. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the title for today is Gaming Good or Bad? Don't come to a conclusion yet. Alright. So, let me show you the interesting fact, just a quick fact about this billion-dollar industry, whereby the video gaming is now estimated to be worth 159.3 billion USD dollar in 2020, which is an increase of 9.3% from 2019. So in 2016, statistics forecasting a total worth of 90.07 billion for the same period, a huge 76.8% difference between the two figures in just 4 years. So some other interesting facts that I would say, is there are more than 2.7 billion gamers all around the world, and 48% of gamers are from Asia Pacific. Is the home to 48% of gamers all around the world. So well, to be very frank, I'm very much amazed with these figures. But in Malaysian context, in a survey of online gaming by Rakuten Insight in March 2020, 73% of Malaysian respondents who were aged between 16 and 24 years old stated that they played online games. And in the year of 2020, a share of 38.1% of users is 25 to 34 years old. All right. And but before that, this figure actually made me think, why not to have a real gamer in our show today with us, as we can find out what gaming is all about and why it has become the most serious hobbies in the world. But before that, just a short intro about this young man. Let me show you this newspaper article which had gone viral 2 years back. So-called an Arab young man appreciates the taxi driver who tried his level best to talk in English. Unfortunately, his act of kindness went viral in the media to the extent that some netizens find it not funny at all, and thinks that he needs to ask for an apology. And if you want to watch this, I will give you the link towards the end of my show, so stay tuned. Yeah. Without further ado, let me invite Mr. Ibrahim to join my show. Ibrahim, let me add you, Mr. Ibrahim.
Yes, hello, teacher.
How are
Assalamualaikum,
you,
everyone. I'm doing very good.
Great, great. How's Penang after so long coming back to Penang? How
It's
how
been
long is
great.
that?
Oh,
Great,
I, I think it's around months, almost years, I think. Because I didn't celebrate Raya this year in KL. I mean, I celebrate Raya in KL this year.
KL. So after 1 year, you got back to Penang.
Yes, that's how long.
That's a
And one of the reasons
breathtaking
of because I was traveling lah.
traveling. Okay,
Mm.
okay. So what was the first thing that you did?
Obviously, I went to to the famous Padi Nasi Dalcha.
Yeah, I
It's
saw the video.
yeah, it's
I saw
right
the
by my
video.
house. It's like a
Uh,
must thing for me. Every time I went back to Penang, I need to go there.
I saw the video.
Oh, you saw it? Thank you, thank you.
Yes, yes, I like it
Yeah.
very much. And I showed my husband as well. He said, "This
Ah,
guy is really good at doing food review." And the next day we went to the place.
wow, they're good. Thank you so much.
I
Appreciate that.
enjoyed your review. Definitely, I'm
Yes.
gonna ask my students also to subscribe to your channel.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
So
That,
Ibrahim,
yes.
just a flashback of what you did 2 years back.
2 years back.
Was it 2 years back? 2018, the viral
The virus.
video.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's 2018, correct.
2018.
Yeah.
So just a question: Why did you do that?
Okay, basically, the story starts like this. I won't drag it. I just keep it simple.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah.
I was in Subang at that time, so I got a text that I have to go to Langkawi to troubleshoot some internet equipment, networking equipment. So I booked a flight that night so I can travel to Langkawi the next morning. So when I travel to Langkawi, I arrived there around I think 9 a.m. So I would take the cab to the cable car station in Langkawi. So during that first phase of going towards the cable car, the cab driver is like shy. I think he's kind of shy, but the whole way was like awkward silence lah. Like if you guys know me, like I really love to talk and just talk to people and get to know them, just to burn the time, right? So after I arrived in what you call that, the cable car station, I went to do my job and I booked my ticket around 2 p.m. for departure back to KL. So when I go back to the taxi station, it's nearby the cable station. I book a Grab and then I went inside the taxi. So when I go inside the taxi, I say Assalamualaikum, and the taxi driver replied Waalaikumsalam. That's what I just chuck out at the first one. I didn't say how are you or
You don't
whatsoever. I just keep quiet. Yeah,
idea of doing this prank thing, lah.
yeah, yeah. It wasn't no. I wasn't recording at all at that time. You just like Assalamualaikum, yang tu je. That's it.
Huh?
Then I
That's it.
sit inside.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it. So when I sit inside the car, the taxi driver keep on looking at the rear view side mirror, right? I say hi. I slip off my tongue. I say hi, hi uncle. I say hi uncle. So he started to ask me how long I have been here. How the job? Huh? What? Okay, I just asked. I told him that I just arrived in Langkawi around 4 hours ago, just like that. He replied me in English, so I replied back lah in English. I don't want to like offend his feeling whatsoever, right? So I replied in English. I thought that was it lah. I was trying to ask him a question in Malay, but then he keep on asking me in English. So macam,
it's a way
okay,
to appreciate him, lah. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
you
Then
just get the conversation. Yeah.
yes, so I'm okay with that because I like to conversate with people, right? So when I was in the taxi, I was like, okay, since the taxi driver is asking me question, how about I just answer it in English lah? It's good for both of us. Both of us can practice our English. So at one time, I think I know that he know that he thinks that I'm not from Malaysia. He asked me, what? Why do you like Malaysia so much? Huh? Okay, that time, I put out my
That
phone and start to record myself first. Yeah, just oh, I like
Trevor.
Malaysia because I like Malaysia because there's a lot of malls and so on. Beautiful, easy to find halal food. Where it is true, it is facts. So the part when he asked me where I'm from, Macam, oh, should I say I'm from Malaysia? I'm afraid that I will offend his feeling because he told that how long have you been in Malaysia and so on. And I don't want to be the whole ride back to the airport. It's like gonna be awkward. So I just say that I'm from Yemen. To be honest, my ancestor or my great grandfather is from Yemen.
I
So they came.
see.
Yeah. I wasn't. I
Yeah,
was
in
partially lying.
right
Lah.
now.
Yeah, partially lying. Okay, just to what you call that? Jaga his feelings. So like that. So, but anyway, I start recording and he asked me where I'm from. I say Yemen, and I try to put some sense of
Like
comedy
the
inside
Arab
it. And yeah, I put the Arab accent is where I
accent.
feel. Yeah, and that's basically it lah. I record the conversation is like 20 or 30 minutes long. Just I compress it, as in I record like 3 minutes and I post it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And
And
honest,
you include the word jangan viral, right?
yeah,
Hashtag
yeah, yeah,
jangan
yeah.
viral, right?
Yeah, that was just sarcasm. Macam, I don't think because every time I post a video, it won't go viral. Just I put jangan viral, so I don't feel anything. But usually when we go up inside the aeroplane, right, about to take off, we need to put our aeroplane mode, right? So when I put the aeroplane mode, when we take off and when we land, and I open back, I see my Twitter like there's few notifications,
Yeah.
and that's what I open up my phone and say, wow, suddenly people is retweeting this. I put no effort in making this video. You just record like that. People are retweeting it, and overnight it becomes a well-known video. Even went on TV3 and so on.
Yes, I saw
Yeah,
it.
it
Saw
went
it.
on public television. Yes, so
And
that's
what
basically the story lah.
did you regret or not? First of all,
No, I
no,
don't.
no, no, no.
No,
To the extent you have to ask for apology. I mean, like, you know, you have to,
yeah,
you know,
I regret
fight-
that I didn't get the chance to tell the uncle that I was playing around because, in some sense, if this was in Penang, this is typical for us. This is how we what call that? This is how we melawak or we interact with each other. This some might say this look harsh, but in Penang, like my blood, this is okay. For Penang people, you can see they know this is just yeah, this is just
accepted. No, it's just
yeah,
a kind of joke.
exactly. But for those who are like soft heart,
Like,
oh, this dude have no manners, is treating this uncle like that. So, like my friend said, you cannot satisfy everyone, so I have to do what I did lah. But I'm satisfied that some people appreciate the fun of it. But actually, the video was to show people that this uncle is trying to speak in English, whereas
yeah,
all the youngsters they don't even know to speak English somehow, right?
good.
It's kind of like a motivation for them. Oh, you see, an uncle, a very old uncle, like late 60 or 70, I'm not sure. He can speak English like fluently. We can
And
interact like normal, right?
Yeah,
Some of the kids right now, youngsters, they don't even know how to greet people or say like that. So that's every story have a two side, bad and good. So it's up for
exactly.
us to choose which one you want to see first.
Correct, correct. Ibrahim,
Yeah.
something about yourself, Ibrahim.
Um,
Let me
I
see
like
the
to
screen.
entertain people.
Wait,
I
let me
like.
just I did a slide on you.
Really?
Like it's, like, you know, one
Oh,
page.
thank you.
What page is that? Okay. Can you see?
Yeah, oh, that's a good picture. Yeah.
Ibrahim bin Abdullah.
Yes, that's me. Network engineering, correct. YouTuber, maybe in the
Yes.
future, inshallah. Penang, yes, I
Are
was
you a
born in
gamer?
Penang. I am
Are
a
you a gamer?
gamer. Yes, I am.
Are you like very very like into gaming, or you know?
I would
You're
say that I'm not a hardcore gamer. I'm a selective gamer. I play what I want. That I'm good. Yeah. What like I don't have a lot of games, but I play one game that I like, or
Mhm.
a game that intrigues my interest. Basically,
Mhm.
yeah. Because I'm not that I'm not a casual gamer, but I don't play like mobile game that much or just a random game just to just to spend our time. I mostly when I play that game, I invested in it like hundreds of hours, thousand maybe. Yeah. So that's why I don't have a lot of time to play other games because I was so invested in certain kind of game that I'm into for long years now.
Which leads me to my next question.
Uh huh.
What are the games that you played when you were a child, a
Oh,
teenager, and now as an adult? Software engineer. Network engineer, sorry.
yeah, network engineer. So
Mm.
basically, it's all started with a Nokia phone,
Nokia
three
phone.
three 3310. Is it? Yeah.
Uh, uh, which era you were like?
It
Can you
was
see the slide?
around 2001,
Like that. Yeah.
2003. No, yeah, 2000 ish, 2005, 4 like that. No, no, it's
Have you
rather
played video games before?
yeah.
Like, was it your era? Was it your era?
It is.
It
It
is,
is
huh?
my era.
Video
Yeah,
games.
all the
I
Segas.
thought
Yeah,
you
all
started
the
PC games.
arcade. What?
I thought like you already started PC games during your time, huh? Because like you
Yeah.
are quite like, uh,
I started
I
during
think,
when I was in standard 5, I think. Standard 5 or 4. I started to play Ragnarok. At that time, it was the peak of the game. It was the only game that people plays. It was a
ah,
MMO, massive multiplayer online game.
wow,
Yeah. From that point,
online.
yeah, it's
Mm,
online game. Yeah, as you
mm.
know, back then there's only jarring where you have to dial up your internet. And
Oh,
me,
and
yeah,
MIFC.
me and my brother always got caught when the bills came to our house. The internet bill was 300, 200 at that time.
Yes,
But
it
then,
was quite expensive
yeah,
during those
expensive at
days,
that
huh?
time. Yeah. So
And you have to
basically,
do the ping thing. You have to type the command, and then like then only you can be connected into internet.
yes,
That
some
was the era.
people
And
at that time they don't even know how to connect to the internet because it was kind of difficult at the time. But luckily, my dad taught us how to do it, and from that
luckily,
point
yeah.
onwards, he kind of regretted a bit when it comes to the paying the bills.
Yes, it was quite
Yeah,
very expensive. Those days,
yeah,
the
yeah.
billing,
So
right?
basically, I play computer games, mobile games, and console games, even arcade games.
Arcade games. Okay,
Mm.
can you please tell us the difference between PC consoles and mobile games?
So the difference between the three, basically,
Mm-hmm.
they all of that has the same type of structure where
Mm-hmm.
they need a processor, a graphic cards, and a RAM to in order for the console or the device to run the game.
Mm-hmm.
But if you basically it's from if you are want to if you guys want to rate how the consoles or the hardware is the best one is PC. Obviously, it's PC. Then it comes to console, then mobile phones because PC right now they have the greatest and biggest graphic cards in terms of varieties in the price range. You can find all sorts of graphic cards, but then
Mm-hmm.
for consoles, it's already built in. You guys cannot pick. Oh, you want AMD card or GTX card, Nvidia card, or whatsoever. You cannot pick
Like
the
PlayStation and this Xbox
yeah,
and
yeah.
all.
PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, everything they have a like built-in graphic card where you cannot we cannot replace them. You can replace them, but you need to be exact same model. You cannot upgrade it. So basically, their capabilities are limited, whereas PC is so wide.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, when it comes to mobile game, it's still good. Mobile games, I think, still require a high-end phone. Right now, there's a lot of processors that can cope with the graphic with right now. So
And
basically,
people are also directing movies using phones.
exactly. Phones are
Mm.
going up there, but in terms of
That level.
uh, who is the priority, who's the biggest is PC lah. Mhm.
Yeah,
But
exactly. And
how to
yeah.
conclude it? All of these three, in terms of mobile, console, and PC, basically they need the same hardware so we can play the games. They need a processor, they need a RAM, they need a GPU, graphic. That's it. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. As a gamer, which one you prefer the most?
Back then, I preferred to play on console because it was cheaper back then. Right now, it's also
Mm-hmm.
cheap, but once you have the money, it's like what you call that temptation to be on like the master race PC. Like we want to build the best PC. We want to have the greatest graphic. We don't want any lags. Yeah, I would say PC lah.
PC is the best, huh?
Yeah, PC for
You
me
can
is the
have
best.
two three monitors left and right, like surrounded. The whole room is covered with this gaming. What environment and you give that ambience of a gamer
Exactly,
compared.
but then
Yeah.
some people prefers using a PC,
Mm-hmm.
but they want to connect it with a what you call that a controller, a console controller, because it is easier, so you can lay back and play it instead of you have to uh, stand up straight and then sit up straight and play the games. Where console you just can lay back and play it.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, Ibrahim,
Mm-hmm.
I have got a few statements over here. Can you see?
Okay.
Is it big
Yeah.
enough?
48% of students, yeah, work on VR AR.
Okay. 48% of gaming students work on AVR and AR game or AR games. What's
Mhm.
the difference between VR or AR? Is it the same?
No. VR is like a virtual reality where you immerse yourself inside a world. Like it's different type of reality. As in, you are inside a game. Where AR is an augmented reality, where
Yeah.
you uh, make an appearance. As in, you can see the thing in the real world. For example, you hold up your phone and you can use an AR apps where you can see a dinosaur, right? You can move your
Yes.
phone, you can see the dinosaur where you can see the detail if you go closer, just like that. When in
You just put it close to it.
VR, you can look around everything if you're wearing the goggle, we call that. You can turn around, you can look and interact with things. There's even a hand holder control for you to navigate throughout the games.
In fact, there are so many subjects that we are using AR application as to let the students experience, like doing experiments or touching a dinosaur or like doing experiments.
Yes,
We
they
have that.
use
We have
AR for
that.
dinosaur research and display.
Yeah.
Even
Mm-hmm.
in medical field, they are implementing the
Yes.
VR. They want to
VR.
remote the surgery using VR. See,
We are really going.
yeah,
I don't know where. Maybe in
it's
the future we don't need any human capital to do real work.
it's interesting to
Perhaps
see
all
that all this started with just a game and a vision. Before this, we
like
can see it.
what drone is going into. Like we have drone military. We have
Yes,
like it's like unimaginable kind of thing to the extent that I think we don't even have a privacy. We have to be really careful about things that we are looking at because sometimes you never know what's happening and who's recording and
yes,
all this.
that's true.
Right.
True.
Okay, next statement. Every
Hmm.
day 25 new games are released on Steam. Can you please share with us what is Steam all about?
Steam basically is a store, apps, a game store or software store that you is dedicated for PCs. Same like Play Store or Apple Store, where you can go inside the store, Steam store. You can find like video editing tools or photo editing tools. Mostly they prioritize on games. It's like a
Mm,
library where you go and look for books, but
mm,
instead You go in this app, this software to look for games. You can search according to rating, according to age, according to
Hmm?
price range, anything.
Actually, like the next statement, you see, Dota 2 players receive over 177 million in per named prizes, tournament prizes. That means like all these games are listed in Steam, so we
Mm-hmm,
can like a shopping complex whereby we can choose our what we want to buy, and
mm-hmm.
then we buy and then we play. Is it?
No, no, no.
Ah,
Basically, if you are talking about Dota 2 players receiving over 177 million in
no,
tournament prize.
Steam.
Yeah. Oh, Steam. Yeah, Steam is like that.
Steam.
It's yeah, yeah, yeah. Steam exactly. You go inside a shopping mall and buy things, but this is
But
virtual.
mm-hmm.
Instead
Why
of
is
going to the store, the
yeah.
physical store and buy games, you could
Mhm.
do that, but they make it easier for you to stay home and click download and pay through online and download the same game.
Why is this Dota so famous? Huh?
Yeah, basically yes,
Are you one of them?
yes, I am. To
Uh,
take back few years back, I think 6 years ago or 8 years
is it
ago.
because of money?
No, no, no. Basically, it's about the gameplay. It's about the
Ah,
game itself.
uh-huh.
It's very
But
competitive where people like to beat each other and have the rights to brag and so on. Right? It's
beat
a test
each
of
other.
skills.
What
Yeah,
an element
yeah.
which I really
But
want to talk about.
but then the money is the 177 million
Ah,
is uh the money that we contribute, the player contribute to the tournament itself.
uh-huh.
So Dota, they sponsor like 1 million for the prize pool, and on top of that, people can buy items inside the game to raise the prize pool of for the tournament. Basically,
Wow,
177 million is the prize pool for 8 years, I think.
wow.
And
It's like
Dota hold the highest prize pool, that is, I think, 38 million or 40 million per year.
yeah. Talking about the figure that I shared earlier, billions. It's a billion-dollar industry,
Yes.
and so much money is invested in this as compared to entertainment. I mean, like entertainment, yes, like
Hmm.
singing and albums,
Hmm.
releasing album, but this is more profitable industry
Yes.
to invest in, right? That
True.
statement, Ibrahim, which really
Hmm.
surprised me. 45% of US gamers are women.
Wow. That surprised me as well. That's quite high.
Ah, yeah. Another 5% is like equals what the men
Man, yeah.
gamers who
I,
are playing games. So like,
before this, I thought it's like
yeah,
80% for guys, I
mm,
think. But
yeah.
this statistics shocks me as well. I didn't know
What's the
about
reason
that.
they think women are also playing? I mean, like, I'm not being to be gender biased or what, but
Uh-huh.
like compared to men, I think
Hmm.
why
Maybe
huh.
this one is the statistic is for this year or recently. Back then, I'm
Recent.
sure. Yeah, back then, I don't think there's a lot of girls gamer.
Yeah. Or what's the reason why girls are also into gaming? In
Uh,
your opinion,
in my
just
opinion,
yeah.
because they just want to make themselves like they are. This game is not meant for just boys or men. We also can do this. Matter of fact, they wanted to prove that they are better. They could beat us. To be honest, I lost few games fighting a woman or a girl. They are even better than me. So
Seriously.
yeah, yeah, surprisingly, but not all of them lah. Yeah,
Ah,
not in terms of Dota, in
it's a
terms
good
of different
confession.
games. Yeah, this
That's
is
a
just to bring up the sportsman spirit, the game
correct.
spirit. Yeah.
Correct. Is we are now going into esports and all that. Like
Mhm.
it's a really serious consideration even by the government to include esport
Yeah, Malaysia is taking step towards that. That's good.
Yes, true. And last one, last statement.
Okay.
What is the this game is the most popular game? The
To
last
be
one.
honest, for a Dota player to admit this is quite hard. But
It's asking whether Liverpool or Manchester United kind
yeah,
of.
yeah, you're asking who's better, Liverpool or Manchester, to a Manchester fan like that. To if you are
Yes.
looking at the statistic, Liverpool is on the top, so you have to admit. But this is also there. But in terms of price pool and the engagement,
Mhm.
I would say Dota. Dota have more players, concurrent players, and the price pool of the tournament is on Dota one hands down. But the amount of player plays League of Legends, they won. They have bigger, what you call that? Bigger scope or bigger numbers for players in League of Legends.
Wow,
Hmm.
interesting, interesting. Okay, next part, next section. A bit serious questions.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Question number one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Parents or teachers or even ignorant adults, they may tend to judge people who play game as uh, not beneficial activity. So can you
Mm-hmm.
please share with us what are the other benefits that you gain by playing games? Is there any benefits?
I got one good story for you, teacher.
Yes, please share with me.
When I was in Form 3, that's the
Hmm.
first time I used my own money, my hard earned money, to buy a
Uh-huh.
PS3 so I can play
Ah,
games. I buy it
ah.
quietly, but at that time I buy it quietly when my
Your
dad
parents
just
know about it?
no, they don't know about that because
Oh,
I bought it
interesting.
just a few hours
You
after
brought
they left. I bought that few hours
uh-huh.
after they left Penang. They
Live
went to KL.
consumption about him.
Yes. So I bought the PS3 few
Uh-huh.
hours after they left Penang. They went to KL for a wedding. So I took the opportunity,
Uh,
grabbed my like this stack of money in an
mhm,
envelope, and go to BJ Bukit Jambul
mm,
shopping mall, and I bought the PS4. I mean PS3, and came home with a happy smile. I started to set up everything, and I bought a Call of Duty game. At that time, Call of Duty was one of the best game created at that time. It was the
mm.
era of Call of Duty, basically.
Okay.
In my era, it was Call of Duty era. If you don't play Call of Duty, we're not gonna friend you, and you're not in the scope, or you're not in the group whatsoever in the circle. So
Okay.
I bought it, I played it, I loved it. So when I went inside the online, the find match online to fight with people PvP, it was a horrible experience for me. Why? Because at the time our internet was a bit slow and laggish. But that was like down point for me where I want to prove myself that I can be good and play games and compete with my friends from Singapore and so on, but I cannot since my internet is so slow. So what I did is I took the liberty to go inside the Google. I search for how to do this, how to do that, how to make your internet better, faster, and I learned things that I should have learned. Like I should learn this when I was in college or diploma and so on. But I learned it when I was in Form 3. I learned how to
Interesting.
I learned how to penetrate the internet protocol, how to bypass it. And when I learned this, it's like, okay, this is quite hard, but I have the interest because I want to play the game. I want to be better, but my internet is like slow. And so I took the liberty to learn and try it. Once I tried it, my internet, like, it's like a miracle now. Everything went smooth. I can play like decently moderate lah boleh katakan. And I was like
Wow.
happy. Yo, this is all my hard work I learned by myself and did this. So macam, okay, what else can I do? What else can I do like this? So since
So
that, yeah, what?
So a lot of technical things you learn from gaming.
Yes, not just that. Some games they even include like educational that most of the parents doesn't know about. Like for example, if you play like Assassin's Creed or Uncharted, they show you the historical places and they are telling facts about the places, even though they might change a bit the storyline. But all that is knowledge that we can learn. That some of the school doesn't teach us about. We don't have like history about Turkish or Egyptian, but we if we play game, we know about their culture and so on, just like that.
Ibrahim, we wait for Azan for a while.
Can
Okay,
yes,
Ibrahim. Okay,
yeah.
where were we? So a lot of
Uh,
technical things that we learn
yes.
from gaming. From what do you call it? Yeah, gaming. Other than that, how about your virtual world, the circle of friends that you have?
Okay. Just from playing games, for me, I get to find new friends from Japan, Singapore, USA. From just being friend with them, I get to learn things like new technology from them. For example, back in 2012, I think Malaysia internet speed was the max. I think was 4 megabyte or 6. I got a friend in Japan. Their internet at that time was 50 megabytes. So he taught me what they do. He was a network engineer as well at the time. So that's one of the reasons what makes me want to be a network engineer right now.
Is it safe for us to talk in this live?
What?
Is it safe for us to talk this live? Revealing secrets. Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, great. Another thing. Wait, I
Yeah.
have a few more questions before we wrap up. Uh, yes. Do you think it's okay for parents to give freedom to their teenagers to play online games, and why?
Ah, it depends actually what type of game you play. Like for example, if you play Dota online, I think that's okay. But right now it's good because they have like a censorship where they will censor the bad words for the kids and so on. But in terms of voice communication, they haven't done that yet. We haven't get to that point where we can censor lifetime, as in real lifetime for censoring that. But actually, for me, it depends on the game. For example, like hardcore games like uh, Call of Duty, that one is okay, but there's a lot of trash talking that might hurt the kids' emotion and so on. So for me, if you want to let you guys, you want to for the parents want to let their kids play, I would say make the research on the game first. What kind of game? What kind of community are inside the game? Let's
So,
say
so do you,
if
so do you think that parents should also play with them
yes,
and once
true,
in a while, as to know
yeah,
where their whereabouts?
true. I agree. Parents should play with their kids. That is the best way to learn about the game, to learn the circles of the community, and even to be closer to your child. And yeah,
Once in a
from
while,
that point on, yeah, once in a while, yes, okay. So you know what's the bad thing that's inside the game, whether you can avoid the kids from playing or you can improvise in so on.
or maybe choose another game for them because we don't
Exactly.
want to be left out by the
Yes.
circle of friends who are always talking about games, perhaps
Yes.
accepted in the society, in their
Yes.
society.
India society. Correct.
Correct. All right. Another question. Another question. Last question, perhaps. Okay. How can parents actually put a limit on the time they are playing, because I believe that most of the gamers they stay up late night, right?
Hmm. Yes. So if we're
So
talking about,
that will be, like they will be sleeping late, and it's not good for
hmm,
the, the cycle for the next day, because if
correct,
they go to school and they'll be sleeping in the classes, and
true.
sometimes skip schools.
So for
So
me, what my parents did, I think that was the best. Like, uh, for example, I have school from 7 to, was it 2 or 3, something like that. When I get back, I've done all my homework, so I get to play from 6 until 7:30 ish until Maghrib. Then I go tuition, and after that, if have some time, I play at night. But the time limit is for me is 10 o'clock. So for weekdays, that's my limit. I can play like 3 hours of game, or if there's not enough time, I won't play because my parent will get a hold of the controller itself. So without the
that
controller, the PS is nothing. I cannot do anything without it. So
macam
sometimes my parent, yeah. So sometimes my parents reward me. If I get good grades, I get to play more hours. So if you get,
rewarding.
yeah, it's a reward. Where who doesn't like reward? So if you get good grades or you did something good, you get a reward. So psychologically, you will do better. You know you want to better, so you can play the games. And
Interesting,
then
interesting.
on the weekends, yeah, they let me play. If only I finish all my homework.
If you finish all your homework,
Yeah, if
that's a good way of rewarding.
yes. So
Okay, okay.
basically, if gaming,
You
the
can
system
stay
is
up late.
rewarding system. What?
So, if weekend means you can stay up late a bit lah. Is it?
Yeah, in weekend, yeah, in weekend, yes.
During the weekends, huh?
Yeah, in weekend I can stay up late.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
to be honest, for a
Yeah.
youngster, when I was young, even though I slept like sometimes 3 a.m. like that, I still managed to wake up at 8 a.m. because I want to get the more hours to play the game for the next day. Uh, So I can do
What a
my homework early,
motivation!
so I can do my homework early, so I
That's
can play
a
the rest
very,
of the day. Yeah.
that's a real good motivation,
Yeah,
Brahim.
that actually happened to me. Every time I slept late,
Uh-huh.
I keep on thinking I should wake up early around subuh so I can do my homework around 10 after breakfast. I'm free to play games. That is my motivation. That was helped me to settle all my homework and get to play games.
Stra- Strategic thinker, huh?
Yes, that's what I'm doing even right now. I'm planning right now.
Which is good.
Even,
Which is good.
yes,
One of the good part of playing game. When you
actually,
try.
when you talk about that strategy, in my field right now, I'm
Ah,
organizing how my team move and what is their rewarding. So it's kind of like from a child until right now, it
it
what I
works.
call it works. Yes, it's not just a waste of time. Like I learn things along the way, so I can implement it now through games. Win-win situation.
Win-win situation. You are
Yeah,
happy, I'm happy too. You do my work. You scratch my back. I scratch yours too. I scratch back.
exactly.
All right. Great, great, great. And last question, Ibrahim.
Okay.
Any advice for the teenagers who are
Any advice?
so much into gaming?
Okay. My advice: there's no harm in playing games, but try to limit yourself and try to be productive in your days. Because once you're productive, as in, like, to be honest, lah, when you get older, the need to play the game is not that much. I understand if you want to play games during the young age, but once you get older, you will get bored. But then, uh, if you, what is my message actually? Wait. So my advice, just to be mindful of your time, divide it
Be
wisely.
responsible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
be responsible with
responsible.
your time to play the games.
Because
And
you know,
yes,
this is the most precious time.
exactly, yes. Learn to
Learn.
organize your time if you want to play games.
Very good advice, Ibrahim.
Thank
Learn
you.
how to from an experienced gamer.
Yes. How many years of gaming experience?
Thank you very much, Ibrahim. I enjoy chatting with you.
Thank
All
you so much.
amazing answers. Amazing
Oh,
answers. Well done. I think I am very sure the viewers out there, especially parents or teachers or anyone who doesn't know much about gaming world, found some answers through you. And once again, thank you very much, Ibrahim, for joining me. By the way, I promise. I want to give them your that link that has gone viral. Where is it? Wait, just a moment. Where is it? Where is it? I'll just paste it here so you can have a look. Do you think I have to edit this video, Ibrahim?
no, that's good. I think so. If it's up to you, I'm okay with everything. My by the time right now,
Unreveal.
my parents know everything about me. They know about my gaming life, so I got nothing to hide from
Okay.
them.
Okay, great,
Yeah,
great, great. That will be great for me
yeah.
to. Where is it?
Oh, that's my profile. I see.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Where's this thing? Wait, wait, wait. Ah, okay. So this is the.
Oh, everything.
Wait. Let me share here. Where is it? Comment part. Oh, there's someone commented here. Ibrahim. You see the comment part?
Yeah, yeah.
It's from It's Me. They are not real gamers, the woman, not biased, but this is true. Someone has commented something. So this is the two articles, huh? Let me just show. Okay, mohon it's mohon maaf tak niat nak bersenda. And this is Ibrahim's Twitter.
Thank
And
you.
I will also share your YouTube link. So
Oh, thank
please,
you.
yes, please don't forget to subscribe this young handsome man. Where is it? Can you see Ibrahim? Ah, okay.
Yes.
Okay, yes. He has a lot of. Can you just tell us what do you have in your channel, please?
Oh, basically, it started from game vlogs. Right now, I'm more on food reviews.
Food reviews.
Food
Yes, it's very very
reviews.
interesting. It's very interesting, Ibrahim.
Thank you.
And this is Ibrahim's link.
Thank you
So
so
you
much.
can click and see what are the videos that he has uploaded. Ibrahim. All right.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
don't forget to subscribe, share, and like Ibrahim's videos. Yeah.
Thank you again,
All right.
guys. Thank you.
So any before we end the session,
Mhm.
anything that you like to share with the viewers, because another 2 days we are actually going
Ending.
to enter
Yep.
new year
I hope
2021.
everyone who is watching live
Yeah.
or after this,
Okay.
please,
Stop sharing.
please, what you call, how do you say it? Be mindful of our situation right now. Keep the social distance. We don't want another lockdown, please, guys. We want our 2021 to start with a fresh start, a happy start. Okay, guys? So, thank you so much for watching this. That's all.
Yes, do subscribe Ibrahim.
Yes,
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim.
Roiaim, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Ibrahim.
Okay.
And to all viewers, my students, and anyone who's watching, wishing you all a blessed and more promising 2021. All right. Let's go for our Maghrib prayers.
Yes.
Assalamualaikum. Thank you very much and have a great day. Bye.